Hi, it's Rebecca from Music Game Club, and I have 7 tips for when you are playing games with your students one-on-one or in a classroom setting. So, tip number 1, have the game board facing your student as well as the cards in play. So if you are playing against your student, you will be playing upside down as the teacher. Second tip is make sure that the students around the board are kind of spaced evenly, because the more aggressive students will put themselves in the prime spot and the shyer students can easily be pinched out. So just be aware of that in a classroom setting. Like, try to have everyone be evenly spaced around the board so not one person or not 2 people have an advantage. The third tip would be read and play the game, read the instructions and play the game ahead of time if possible, because this will just make the gameplay much faster. If you haven't read the instructions or haven't played the game before, it will be slower the first time you play the game with your students, so just plan ahead for that. And the best thing that I recommend is just to play it ahead, like with your spouse or with another teacher. The fourth tip would be keep the directions close by. Now, the nice thing about our Music Game Club instructions is they are on the back side of our celebration poster. So that's a nice thing to, not only it gives you the instructions on one side, but then it will hopefully remind you to take the picture of the student celebrating their success of being the winner of the game. The fifth tip would be play a game every lesson. So students love playing games. It's a great way to get music theory in every single lesson, and it ends the lesson on a high note. The sixth tip would be to always check your students' answers. So sometimes my students have very confident wrong answers, and so I just have to gently, ask them to look at it again and maybe prompt them and give them hints as to what the correct answer is. And then the last and seventh tip would be to don't worry about playing harder games or harder concepts or music theory concepts maybe that they haven't learned yet or been exposed to in their music. Don't be afraid to play games that kind of plant that seed of knowledge ahead of time. So hope you enjoyed these tips. Have fun.